G'day, today I'm going to play another game that was recommended to me, and I have played before and do wholeheartedly recommend myself. This one is called Islanders. Now, this definitely has a very similar vibe to Dwarf Romantic, and I guess the style of games that Mini Motorways is. Basically, this one's almost a bit more like a puzzle in placing, a different style of puzzle to what Dwarf Romantic does. So, you get an island, and you get offered different types of buildings. So we're going to start with, say, a seaweed farm here. Now, what that's going to give us is some pieces of seaweed, and it's going to give us a seaweed farm. And you can see that we get points for how we place this. So we're going to get a base score of 10, and then it gets bonuses for every seaweed field nearby. And it also, we lose 24 points if there's another seaweed farm within its range. For these, it gets a bonus of 9 for every seaweed farm that is near it. So it seems like we're going to be better off putting this guy down first. So let's turn him around, put him on the land, and we get some points for him. Get 8 points for that seaweed farm, and then for having another seaweed farm right next to it, and being right next to the seaweed farm and the seaweed, we get enough points that we progress to getting something else. So we've got a lumber pack, and we've got a farming pack. So we'll go for the lumber pack. So now it's going to give us a combination of both. So it's giving us some more seaweed fields. As long as we can get these seaweed fields in the company of everyone else, we'll be making some nice points for them. And here we've got a sawmill that'll get a bonus for every nearby lumberjack, and it doesn't want to be near another sawmill. And then we get these guys that get bonus points for being near a sawmill, but they lose points for being near another lumberjack, and we've got 3 of them. So what we want to do is we want to centralize our sawmill. We're going to get 4 points for him, whereas these guys are going to get points for trees. So let's try and get a guy on this side. Nice big points for him, and it's good because it does tell you what you're getting. So we'll go 19 points for him on that side. Then we'll swing this guy to that side, get him just out of range of lumberjack. Might have to sacrifice some of those houses. No, we're okay. And then we'll try and get a third one in. If he's down, bring this guy around, have a look. We can get about 10. We can move out of range of that guy. 17 in there. 17. There we go. Okay. Now we just need to get a sawmill in amongst all of them. And we can even get rid of those trees. It actually doesn't affect his score at all. So we'll try and keep him as far away from the monument as possible, because we will want other guys. Everyone loves a monument. Put him there. Get a nice healthy score. So that now means we've hit plus twice from our efforts there. Take a city pack, and we will take a brewing pack. Okay, so we've got mansions. Mansions love city center, which is this guy. City center loves statue. He loves a seaweed farm. He doesn't like other city centers, resource oases. So we can put him here for 20 points, but we can put him there for 17. Don't say anything about houses. He does like being near mansions. The mansion's like 8 points, and they do like being near... They like being near plenty of things, including the statue. Okay, so we'll put a city center right next to this statue. We'll then take the mansions, and we'll hug these guys in. You can see that they've got such a small sort of area of where they want to be. We want to really get them close and personal. Okay, so then for the houses, they do want to be near a city centre. But I don't believe that these guys, they much like being near the mansions. No, they like being near the mansions, but I don't think the mansions like being near them. I'm just going to leave them separate for now. We'll go for a shaman. Cool, just what I was hoping for, see if we get a second city centre. So, that city centre doesn't want to be near the other city centre. If we can position him right, and get him at least near the... we can get him near the seaweed farm and near that statue. Okay, so then we'll take our houses and we'll get them nice and cozy with him as well. Now the houses have a little bit more range where they're going to like to be. Definitely make a nice few points with them. And gave us another mansion, so let's just put him up with the other mansions. You can already see that these guys are getting so far on the outskirts that they're not actually benefiting from all the buildings nearby, all the other mansions in that setup. Okay, so we've got a shaman. Now, I believe, what do we like with the shaman? Shaman likes statue, temple, flowers, doesn't like mansions, doesn't like city centers. So he's going to be really isolated. So we've got 6 points there. You get 9 points over here. You can get 9 points down there. Oh, if we come up a little bit, you can get 18. Lovely. Okay, he likes hop fields. Hop fields like him a little bit less, so put our one hop field down. Nothing seems to have any opinion of the hop field. Oh, it's at the city center, so put him just there. He likes the city center too, so let's put him next to that. Let's gain a few more, so we'll take a fisher, because we don't have much land, and that'll send us off the edge of the where we can work, and we'll take a fountain. Now, I believe our mansions like fountains. These guys certainly like as well. So let's get him in there. He's not getting too much in the way of points being up there. He's definitely better off being near the city center. Get these guys in just as close to that center as we can. A few more houses. Now, the thing is, once you've placed a house, it has no, or placed a building, any type of building, it has no objection to what you've then placed it next to it in the future. You've already made your points from it. So you can definitely sort of stack stuff against its will after the fact. Okay, what does he like? He does like city centers. He doesn't like he doesn't like seaweed farms, and he doesn't like other fishes. So if we can get him somewhere over here. It's about the same amount of points I had him over here, wasn't it? Alright, because he's got that city center. But he likes the seaweed fields, he just doesn't like the seaweed farm. Interesting. So we can get him right up close. And we'll actually make as many points here as we would putting a guy over here. So we'll do one there and one there. Another hop field. Him in there. And a lumberjack. Now, our lumberjacks aren't going to make us too much money at this point, I don't think. We've got those lumberjacks all sort of around that position. Be as good as I'm going to get. 6. Alright, let's take a hut. And let's take a park. So we've got another mansion. Not getting many points for the mansions at this point when they're so far out from that city centre. We put the city centre on the wrong side of that statue, I'd say. Let's get our small houses down amongst it here. Now you can see in the bottom right hand corner we've got the flashing island down here. That's saying that I've done enough that I can sort of continue my game on and travel to the next island. So at this point what you're doing is you're just working on your score, just seeing if you can constantly push this score up enough that by the time you go to another island, have you made, like, I guess you're sort of totaling your whole score of all your island attempts. You don't want to bail on it too early when you can keep going. Parks don't like the lumberjacks. Give these guys down here a park. That's probably as good as we're going to get. Even with the lumberjack there, that's not too bad. Okay, now these guys, they like city centers, they like shamans, they like fishes, they like seaweed farms, they like statues, but they don't like sawmills, lumberjacks, warehouses. Okay, so these guys don't want anything too industrial near them. Up there we can get 18, we put them down here. Get less, so it looks like we're actually best off embracing the lumberjacks. Plateau. So what we can do with the plateau is just extend out our land a little bit more. And tower, I don't even remember what we can do with. So let's find out. Okay, so a tower. We've got temple, mansions, balloons, statues. I think it's the only thing it doesn't like is other towers. So, if we can get that in somewhere nice between the two, make some good points. So only 17 if we go over there. It's just more if we get a second tower. We can't have it anywhere near as centralized. Keep building our huts in this nice profitable area. Have a look at where we can put our plateau. So we probably want to do it somewhere over water. Do it just there. Got another city centre. We might... He doesn't like the shaman, so that's definitely not ideal placement for him. 24 over there is probably as good as we're going to get. So we'll put him down there. Shaman doesn't like the other shaman. 6 up there. He doesn't like the city centres. 9 over here. So we'll just sneak him in. That he's not a great scorer, but take it. Alright, this guy likes a tower as well. So let's get these guys snug in with that tower. Another seaweed farm. So he doesn't like being near the other seaweed farm, but if I can get him sort of seeing seaweed, not the farm, do quite well. That's another sawmill, so if we can get him seeing so we can see that the lumberjack's just not that sawmill. Take the warehouse. And we'll take the circus. Okay. Now, I believe that circus doesn't like mansions, but does like houses. So this is the long-term commitment of why we've had going to be well off by separating these two towns. So look, we can get 44 points if we get him there. Nowhere anywhere else around. We can get in closer. I've put so many parks around it, I don't think they can. Go 44 for that one. Warehouse wants everything but a warehouse, really, so we can have a look to see if there's anywhere where we really get some nice gains from it. 17 up there, 14 down there. So we'll go for the 17. A bit more seaweed. They're going to be better off going on this side still. A few more mansions. Now, these mansions are too far from that centre that they're not really going to benefit, so we might actually be better off putting these guys over here. Near our second settlement. As long as they're not too close to that circus. They won't gripe about that. Another city centre. Just basically anywhere we can get it where it's not going to have problems with someone else, it looks like. Basically 15 points will probably be our biggest profit we can get with him. And we can give him some just housing. If we put in there, 9 if we go there. It's still alive and kicking at this point. We'll go to the market. We'll go to the oasis. So, fisherman. Fisherman likes the huts. So we'll put him up there. Another circus. So if we get the circus on this side, doesn't like being near another circus, but we'll do him. The resort doesn't like the lumberjacks, so not too much you can do there. It doesn't like being near cities. Can I fit him on any of these really? Are these even in play? Maybe not. Minus 124. Maybe we'll look elsewhere. Alright, let's not place him for now. Let's go a few more huts. Still getting 18 points there. We'll just do a quick search. One good thing about this game is you can just sort of move them around to see if there is anywhere that really tickles their fancy. And it looks like right here. Big fan. Market. Okay, it likes the warehouse, city centers. Doesn't like other markets. So we should be able to get a fair bit of points for this if we can center it. So there we go, 78 points there. Few more mansions. For there, 6 over here, 6 over here, 8. The warehouse is going to hurt them on that side. 4, 0. So 8 points will be our best. Couple of shaman. See if we can make a profit from these anywhere. 17, not bad. Take that. Try and get him as far this way as we can. We can put one on that side too that's scores quite well. Okay, so let's go for 2 more. Tavern. Now that second market is going to have to go somewhere up the top here, I'd say. So it won't like being near the other market. 28 points if we can get it down there. $33 over there, so we'll take that. Tavern likes houses. It doesn't like, or doesn't sort of have any opinion of mansions. So if we can get this between the two. It is. What do we got? 57, 50. Let's see, 59 in there. It's 49, 59. There we go. All right. Another little house. Let's see, 30 something over here. $27 over there. 27 over here. We'll just go. Oh, there we are. 31. Another park. Not getting too many points for our parks anymore, I'd say. Another hop field. House. Alright, let's do 3 more. So we'll take a temple. Take a wall. We'll take a balloon. What is a balloon like? likes oases, markets, towers, circuses, and statues. So I think if we can get this guy centralized, we can make some nice money off him. Temple likes loves statues, plateaus. Loves a mason. Mason home. Mansion. So mansion, mason. City center. Likes some walls too. We can fit him in somewhere up here, because if we can, I think we can make some nice points with him. This looks like he is really to do all about positioning. I think at the moment we just don't have a good position for him. So it's alright, we'll won't worry about him. Now the walls love temples, markets, city centers, warehouses. If we can sneak it on somewhere where it's just sort of out of the way. Lumberjack's probably not going to have too much in the way of anything that they can do at this point. Yeah, I think we've just taken a loss putting him anywhere. Seaweed fields. There we go, we'll leave that. More huts. 25 in the middle, 27 out here. Couple more parks. I mean, they're just going to be small points at this time, but take them. Mansions. Not too much in the way of points. Probably as good as we're going to get. He doesn't like that wall being there, but he's still going to make an alright amount of points for us, even with that being the case. Okay, so now we're down to a few things that we just really can't fit in anywhere for profit. We won't take a 0. This guy's majorly into negative at this stage. Okay, so we'll go for our 2 new ones. Monument. Water plateau. Okay, so that water plateau could come in handy. So it means that we can extend out. See if there's anything about anything that it likes. It doesn't like being near a lumberjack. Might put him over here. Field. Some good points for him. Fountain. Doesn't like being near another fountain. Can sneak him over here for some nice points. Another fisherman. We're going to just have to avoid our fisherman, which will probably be down here. Warehouse. 10 points up there, 14 down there, 18 over here. Let's go this 18. Monument likes temples, city centers, parks. If he likes parks, he's in for some enjoyment. This is definitely, I've got the parks. 96, 87, 95, 103. There we go. I probably could put in a few more parks before we're done. Alright, some houses. Some walls. The walls are a really late game sort of one because you can... A lot of places don't like them. I think it's finally going to make me take that farming back. Okay, we've got some water plateaus coming in now, so let's join them up. Look to see if we can fit a temple in the middle of them. We can. Not for any good value. Now he likes fields and he does like statues. Let's see if we can get him for 21 up here. Let's see if we can get any fields around him. Got another plateau. They're a bit more standalone. Their build. These wall plateaus can come off the sides of what we can do is actually build up and possibly over the top of existing structures. Could make for some interesting choices. For example, yeah, going up there we can have a 17-point house. There's no reason we shouldn't. Still deeply into negative, that guy. Not sure he'll ever find a home. Another park. He's happy. He actually likes something out that way. Okay. I see a 24. Great. I'll take 24 for him. Get him off our back. It looks like we don't even have a choice anymore. We've now just got everything, so it's going to give us a sampler of the wares. 26. Oops. I saw a 26 in there. Take that. It's a hop field, so we'll come back down here. See if we can squeeze one in anywhere. Lovely. Field for our farm up here. Another hut. Huts are funny little profiteers. They're very positive people. There's not much they don't like to be around. Let's see, is there anything... What does this plateau likes being near that city centre? Still not there, but I know that they do like walls. So what we can try doing is just putting a couple of walls on that. And see if that changes his mind. One. Almost changes his mind. Let's put this guy up here. Tower. Alright, so we need him far enough away from the other tower, so we can get him 37 up down here, 41, 42. 42 is probably as good as we're going to get. Head pretty far north up here. Yeah, we'll take that 42. 4 more farms. Sorry, there's farms, there's parks. 2 points for that one. just end up down there for 5 points. Mansion. Points. 7. Won't be like being outside the walls. 13. Alright. Even that. Another plateau. Get that in because this guy does like plateaus. We actually might get some points for... fit him on there anymore. Actually got 2 more walls too, so what we could do is stack the walls. Put a wall there and a wall there, and then put this guy here. Nice, still 5. Might have put that guy over here, I'd say. Well, sure they'll give us more walls. 5. Better offers than 5. 7. Done. Now I'd say we're definitely getting to the pointy end here. Blocked him from fitting again. I'm certain I could fit him in that. But, I guess I am wrong. Alright, where can we put a fountain? 5 for there. $18. Any better offers than 18? 25, 32. 32. Our happy huts. 28. Take 28. Seaweed field. Another plateau. Alright, good. 2 more happy huts. 24. Had a good one up there. We'll go 23. 23. Another mansion. We're gonna run out of room for these fields too. Sure I'm going to be able to sneak him in anywhere relevant to him. But best I can probably score just a 5 somewhere out of the way. Now this is where we get to the pointy end. We need this guy to fit somewhere where he's going to be happy. And he has to score me. And options in the way of 10 points. Come on, I reckon you can fit in there. Doesn't agree with me. Oh. Ooh. Just hanging off the edge. Apparently that's acceptable. Okay. 13. Any better offers than 9? Now, I'm not convinced we're going to make it past here, but It's alright. Basically what that means is that we just progress to the next island is our move. So there we go. And then we select, we admire our island one last time. We can say farewell to it as we move to the next one. I'd say that's probably a long enough look at it, and we can always go to the next island at some other time. But yeah, again, a really nice peaceful game, a nice little sort of strategy to build. It has some good achievements with it that really, I think, do sort of add a few extra elements to it, sort of speed building ones. Yeah, again, it's on Steam. Wholeheartedly recommend it, and thank you to those that recommended it to me. Until next time, I'll catch you later. See ya.